Hello, Miss Judd's class. This is Angela Reese. I am Zoe Krill's aunt, and I live in the state of Virginia. And I made this video just for you guys so that I could share with you some interesting things about Virginia. There is so much history about the state of Virginia. It was one of the first places where the English settlers came over, and there were even Native Americans that lived here before the English settlers came. So we start off with this map. The United States is a big, big country, and Washington, as you can see, is in the upper left-hand corner. And if you look all the way across to the other side of our country, you can find Virginia on the east coast. So if we zoom in, there's Virginia, and you can see I have some pictures for us to look at here. Let's start off with our capital. Our nation's capital is called Washington, D.C., and part of it is in the area of Northern Virginia. It has the home of the president, which is the White House, and it has the Capitol building where they make laws. We have the Washington Memorial and the Lincoln Memorial and many, many other really neat places to visit in Washington, D.C. It is a very big city, much like Seattle is. Then we have, over near the coast, we have Jamestown, which is the picture that looks like a triangle up in the upper corner there. And this was the first permanent English settlement in North America, and it was established in 1607. And then one of the places that's really neat and popular to visit here in Virginia is called Williamsburg. And it was one of the biggest and wealthiest outposts of Great Britain before the Revolutionary War. And so that people in the United States can know what it was like to live back in the colonial times, they've actually made a place in Williamsburg that you can go and visit and see people dressed up like the people did back then before the Revolutionary War. And it's kind of like stepping back in time, and it's really, really neat. So if you're ever in Virginia, two places you have to visit are Washington, D.C. and Williamsburg. Now, our capital is called Richmond. And Richmond was also the capital of the South during the Civil War, which is a big war that the United States fought against itself. The James River is a major, major river that runs through Virginia, and it is built, or the city of Richmond is built around the James River. And it's a really neat city to live in. My husband was actually, he grew up in this area around Richmond. And it's another big city, a lot like Seattle. And then some neat information that is special about Virginia is that there were 8 of our presidents that were born here. And that would be George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, Henry Harrison, I was having a hard time reading that, John Tyler, Zachary Taylor, and Woodrow Wilson all were born in Virginia. Another neat thing is that there are 3 homes of presidents after they left Washington, D.C. They had homes that were here. One of them is Mount Vernon, which was Washington's home, and then 2 of them belong to Thomas Jefferson. One of them is called Monticello, and the other is called Poplar Forest. So those are all homes of presidents that you can actually go and visit and learn about them. They also have Arlington National Cemetery, and that is a military cemetery. And here in the Arlington National Cemetery, they have the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, which is a very, very famous place where they had a soldier that was buried that they didn't know who it was, but they wanted to honor his service in the military. And there's a lot of people that fought for our country that are buried in this cemetery. It's a very special place to go and visit to remember those that have died for our country. And then something that I think is really neat that is here in Virginia is a college called William and Mary. And William and Mary is the oldest university in the entire United States of America. And it is here in Virginia. So those are some neat things that I wanted to share with you about our state of Virginia. So if you ever get to visit, you know that there's a whole lot of really neat things that you can come and see. And if you'll look right here, I'm going to put my mouse. The place where I live is about right here in the eye of Virginia, right in this area. And it is near the Appalachian Mountains and a little mountain range called the Blue Ridge Mountains right near the Appalachian Mountains. And it is a very beautiful place to live. So maybe one day you'll get to come and visit me here in Virginia. I hope this helps you to learn about my wonderful state. I have been to Washington before and I really liked it there, and I hope to visit again someday soon. I hope you all have a great day. Bye.